searching for a way to find a path back to self-control, but it got me lost. Everybody claims the same.
The Velotric Summit is a really interesting e-bike to me because I find that it gives me that off-road riding I want, getting fairly close to the feel of nicer, higher dollar electric mountain bikes, but it still preserves the DNA of Velotric's street-oriented electric bikes.
Hey everyone, Micah here with Electrek, and today we're reviewing the Velotric Summit electric mountain bike. Come along with us while we check it out.
Speaking of the one wheel in the street and one wheel in the peat, there aren't very many electric mountain bikes that still come with full LED light packages, including brake lights, or that still have bosses built in to let you mount full fender sets and rear racks, or have added features like Apple Find My to locate your bike if it goes missing. So you're getting more than just a mountain bike here. You're getting a lot of street-oriented features too. Though at the same time, you're not getting a pro-level mountain bike either, so we'll talk about the few shortcomings as well. But let's start with the spec overview. The muscle of the bike comes from that rear hub motor, claiming 750 nominal watts on the name tag, but 1300 watts of peak power where it counts. Combined with the impressive 90 Newton meters of torque, and that's where your hill climbing ability really comes from. Though for anyone in a pancake flat area like where I'm riding here in Florida, you can still benefit from quick and powerful acceleration, even if the steepest hill you have is the mound on top of the nearest septic tank. Moving on, the bike's top speed is adjustable, with most people likely setting it at the max of 28 miles per hour, though you can actually limit it to as low as 12 miles per hour if for some reason you wanted to control the ride for slower speeds, like if you're letting a new or younger rider use the bike, or you just want to make it a bit more of a workout for yourself, allowing the motor to help you get rolling, but requiring your own human power to achieve faster speeds. The battery is mounted in the down tube, and it's easily unlocked and removed for those that like to charge off the bike or that just want to reduce the bike's 68-pound weight for transport. The 48-volt battery is rated at 14.7 amp hours, or also 14.4 amp hours, depending on if you take the min or max figure. So basically it's somewhere ambiguously between 690 and 705 watt hours of capacity, which in layman's terms means it's roughly average for these types of e-bikes. The company says that means up to 70 miles or 112 kilometers of range on the lowest power setting and pedal assist, though they claim 60 miles or 100 kilometers on throttle-only riding, which definitely means modest speeds, not 20 mile per hour throttle riding. But if you're leisurely cruising along a nature trail at, let's say, 10 to 12 miles an hour, then perhaps I can see that 60 mile throttle range figure working out. To be fair, if you really are riding off-road, then you're probably going a lot slower than you would out on the asphalt in the bike lane, since you're having to deal with all of the interesting variations in terrain. And that's why off-road riding actually can net better range than on-road riding, at least as long as you're not doing the entire day through deep sand or soft terrain like that. For suspension, we've got a 120mm hydraulic front fork, and it works quite well. I also like to see that it houses a through axle instead of a simple little wheel skewer axle, meaning it's stronger and more robust. Considering the bike is rated to support 440 pounds or 200 kilo riders, it better be built well, and Velotric says it's tested to exceed ISO standards. Not only that, but the bike and the battery are both UL compliant, which again just goes to show the level to which Velotric is building and testing these bikes. And with an IPX7 rated battery, you can even submerge it in water, which I've done with Velotric batteries before. Now, did they save some money here on the Summit by cutting a few high-dollar corners? Sure. Those tires, they're Kendas, so you're not getting some fancy Maxxis rubber or anything like that. But you know what? They felt good to me, and they come with anti-puncture liners that have kept me flat-free so far, though I know that as soon as I say that, Murphy is coming for me next ride. You're also not getting any of those street-oriented accessories as standard equipment. The fenders or the rear rack options, those are all add-ons. But if you're just mountain biking, you probably won't need them. And that drivetrain? It's a Shimano Altus 8-speed. It's okay, but this is the area I wish I'd seen a tad bit more investment. An Alivio derailleur would have been great, but for us normies that are just going out for a casual ride, yeah, that Altus is probably fine for most of us. I don't know about you, but I'm not a pro, and so this does get the job done for me. And yeah, the bike does have a hub motor, which means it's heavier in the rear. A lot of electric mountain bike riders want to see mid-drive motors for better balance, but those motors usually add a lot of cost too. In this case, Velotric gave us a torque sensor with that hub motor, so we still get a great pedaling ride with highly responsive pedal assist. And there are even 15 levels of pedal assist to choose from, so you've got a lot of options. Basically, to me, the Velotric Summit feels like it puts the compromises in a good place. The company invested in the safety and ruggedness of the bike, but didn't spend extra money on fancier German motors like the $4,000 electric mountain bikes out there. So for half the price, just $1,999, the Summit One gives you the kind of bike you can still push hard on trails and has the heavy-duty power to push through all sorts of terrain, but does it without breaking the bank. If you're a pro rider, it's probably not enough. If you're an enthusiast or a recreational rider, it's probably plenty. Most of us just want to enjoy the trails, and this bike does it for me. Most of my boxes are checked here. Torque sensor, hydraulic brakes, LED lighting, accessory mounting, big battery, big power, and awesome color options. The $1,999 price is not cheap, and you can find lower prices out there for other bikes, but I'm not sure they have everything you get here, especially considering things like the UL compliance, Apple Find My tracking, and exceeding rigorous safety standards. So for me, the proof is in the pudding, and the pudding rides pretty well.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We hope you enjoyed that review of the Velotric Summit. If you did, why don't you give this video a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our future electric vehicle videos. We'll see you here next time.